Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Twists and turns will January have in store for us. The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Chubb on the toss. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Browns.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 11. Mayfield now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end, Njoku. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Evans on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Titans nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Tannehill now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A.J. Brown.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Mayfield on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Colin Johnson. 34 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
From the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Take it at the 37. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Browns 17. Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly.
It got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 31, Titans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 22, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are pouring it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Henry. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Titan football.
28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Room here to run. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off.